this is my story in 30 seconds. If you already know the story, click here to skip this. First business, 13, $5 logos on Fiverr, back when it was $5. Moved out of home, 14, clothing business, me hustling. See, me now, me then, looks different. Can't fake that. Use YouTube to learn, hustled every day. The business took about a year before I started to get the groove of it. Got in a few stores, got some media attention, which was great. Second business, grew to a 10K a month. Inconsistent, but good. Sold that at 16. Had a gymwear business, sold that for 30K. It was all right money. My first big stupid money was at 17, 70 a month. A lot of good lessons there. Started at Tasty at 19, detailing business. Gap in the market. Detailers, everyone, no one cared about branding. So I was like, fucking boom. Wedge in, set this up. Scaled to 150K a year by 21 with zero ad spend. Again, said this before, but if I knew what I knew now in terms of media buying, this business would have been stupid. Anyway, this Tasty, cool team, worked with sick brands, mobile, in person, we had stores, was sick. There's some numbers, 150K, we're doing high ticket, 10K a day. This is what we're doing now. So work with businesses and basically help them grow. And I'm going to share my lessons to help you guys not make the same mistakes as I did. Whilst I am not the best or the biggest, I've learned some shit. So it took me 10 years to learn how to make 40,234 in 33 days for someone's business. The updated numbers on that is 47,149.94 in 59 days. It's not massive, but it's not too bad. Just for the people out there, let's refresh this page just because I know some people. And there you go. So yeah, 47K from org 22. Anyway, enough blabbing. Okay, so the big dick lead hoarding system. How we do it. Up the top here, we have our data sources. Data sources are social content. So anything going on your YouTube channel, anything going on your Facebook, your Instagram, any organic traffic. So people stumbling across your website data, people that have actually made it to your website, and then also purchase data. This is the most important one. Now, as you can see here, all 5 things tee into accurate tracking. This is in the form of a Facebook pixel. You have the Google Analytics. I do have a video here. It's 27 minutes, which I maybe and might release that breaks down everything I do to basically this. So I might release it. We will see. From here, all of the data comes through your tracking pixels, your tracking tags, and ends up in either one of these 2 platforms, Meta or Google Ads. Now, you have 2 options. Facebook is entertainment. People scrolling their feeds, people taking a shit, people think when you use Facebook. I use Facebook when I'm waiting for my missus when she's in the shop. I'll start scrolling Facebook. So think about the ads that you're creating here, and we'll talk about that later. Google is my sink's leaking. Holy fuck. Emergency plumbers in my area. It's people that already know what they want, people that are ready to buy in a sense. And it's a different type of buying, say avatar, but that's something to take into account when you are creating your ads. You have to realize there's ads and then there's good ads. Now, what works and what you think works it's a little bit of a guessing game. And that's why we use data to make sure that we get an accurate idea of what is happening and what is performing. The easiest way I could suggest to you would be to use existing short form content, post that in bulk. So have one audience, which would be an existing customer list. And then you, from that existing customer list, have 8 duplicates of the same ad, but the creative is different. And you use existing short form content for your ad creative. So you have 8 different reels targeting one audience, an existing customer list, create lookalike audience, and target each of those lookalike audiences as you start. Your campaigns, you're sending people to either a lead form to capture that lead, and then to sales pages. The reason we create sales pages with one specific outcome in mind, whether that be book a call, download a lead magnet, ad spend lowers and your conversion rate increases. And that's how you take people from not knowing you through to becoming a customer in a way that's not like on a first date. You don't go up to a chick and say, hey, want to fuck in the first 5 minutes. Your lead forms would be linking into a system like this, into GoHighLevel. This is a real sales pipeline. As you can see here, there's 272 opportunities that have come through, basically all from Facebook. Now, the end lead value of this is astronomical if we do the equations in the business based on a $600 order value. But the long story short is, imagine 272 leads coming in from Facebook all going to your fucking Gmail. Impossible. They come into the different sections, and then based on the behavior that happens when they come in to new leads and how they interact with the marketing messages you send, you then segment and you then ascend, you then push them down this pipeline and you organize accordingly. That's how you make more money. And this is so fucking important. If you don't have this, nothing works. Seriously, nothing works, and you waste money. You have to have every part of the system. The most important part is the way we set up GoHighLevel based on what happens with that lead. Facebook is like, okay, I've sent you a lead. This person has clicked an ad, right? I can see from the tracking that they've signed up. They also came into store and they also bought an in and out detail for $500. Okay, this stage in the process, we need to send that data back to our ad platforms. Facebook or Google will re-optimize our ads and our audiences based on who is buying and who is converting. So over time, if you set this up right, the machine gets smarter, right? It knows who buys, who's a lead, and it knows who to put your ad in front of. So your ad costs come down and you can start to make more and more money and you can start to scale. There, we can essentially create lookalike audiences or similar audiences, which are basically audiences that look like our customer list, for example. So find me more people that look like these 1,000 customers. And then you can start to advertise to those audiences, test and rinse and repeat. The more data you give your platforms, the faster, easier, and quicker you get better leads. If you want to learn how to get more leads, it is free. And I've broken this down. I spent many hours typing this out, and I spent many years learning how to do this correctly. It's free. Check it out. And I hope this was of value to you. Cheers.